Hey guys, I want to go over the filters section quickly with you if we can. A lot of users will get used to they'll run Clearplan the way that they're most comfortable. And it's just like any other software system. We all use about 10 to 15% of that system and we kind of fall into default mode. But make sure you take time and mess with your filters. The filters show you your company in a different way. And the nice thing about Clearplan is you can flip your company on its ear in 30 seconds and take a different look at your company in its entirety. So when you want to look at the filters, don't forget you can filter by client. You can actually filter by multiple clients at one time. So we're going to look at one client in particular, and this is all the open work for that client in my Las Vegas market. So what am I trying to get out of this? Number one, I can get a quick snapshot of what's out there. Obviously, I have a lot of work that's confirmed good for that client. In addition to that, I can look at my last 7 days worth of work. So in the last 7 days, that's roughly the volume that that client has given me. In the last 7 days, you can also see which accounts that you've only run one time. All the filters that you typically run, you can run in conjunction with the date sequence. So these are the accounts that have been open in the last 7 days that I only have one run on. So it's not too bad. But it gives me an idea, especially after a client gives you a subpar scorecard. And let's say you fell into second place and you're typically used to being a first place performer for that client. Take a dive into that client's work. So if we want to look back at all the work that client's given us, maybe take a look at the older stuff that's sat stagnant on your map. So if I look at the older accounts, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a custom date range. And what I want to check, today's March 16th. So what I want to do is I want to move my secondary date to March 1st. The reason I'm doing this is that I'm telling Clearplan I want you to show me anything from December of 99 through March 1st. So theoretically, this is everything for that client that's 2 weeks old and older. So that tells me maybe I have some bad information. In this case, what's kind of concerning is I've got these confirmed addresses that are on here, but they're getting aged. So if they're confirmed, is it because we decided that the car's there and it's blocked in? This gives you a quick snapshot that, well, maybe I can boost my numbers for this client right here based on this information. Another thing that I like to do without the client filter on, and this is really telling, I like to look at my entire map. And what I like to do is I like to see every account that's only been run once, which is a job type. Okay, so I want to look to see every account that I've only run one time. When you looked at checked in only once, what that tells me is there's a lot of accounts that theoretically are still newer accounts, and we haven't been back to get a second run. With the volume that my company runs, what we have to do is we have to place a field agent just to this volume so we can get our secondary runs in a timely fashion. In addition with this, what I can do to see if my company's in trouble is I can see how many are past 5 days that have only been checked into once. And I can see where my problem is right over here. So that's the area that I'm going to send my night field agent just to run checked in only once. It's a really strong feature if you use it. It's a really, really strong filter, if you use it correctly. So remember, once you filter something, if you filter by client, you can add additional clients to this. You don't have to just filter by one client. If you want to line out a set of work for your field agents in one day, maybe you want them to run all your priority clients in one day. Set out those 3 clients on that agent's map and let them run that instead of running a specific zone. And remember, run these filters together. Sometimes what you want to find out is date specific as well as client specific. So there's just a quick rundown on different ways to look at and different ways to manipulate the filters within Clearplan. Thanks a lot.